Zone F is a pretty short level, but the second half is pretty tough. You gotta be careful with these jumps to avoid the falling iron balls. Be sure to jump after they've passed and don't bump your head on the way over. After a little while you get to this part where the pipes expand and contract from the sides. They stretch out 3 blocks and then shrink again, so when you jump up, be sure that the platform is coming out and not going in. The yellow boxes that kind of float are something to shoot for. Try to get above them, that way if the platform disappears underneath you, you're not gonna die. By the way, if you climb a good distance and fall, the screen doesn't take you down to where you've already been. Nope, the bottom of the screen is always a guaranteed death. You're mostly jumping straight up. You only have to cross over a few times, so it's not that bad once you get used to it. Once you get to the top, you'll be relieved to discover that there's no boss, and now you can head for Zone G, Fat Cat's Casino. I don't know what the hell these floating circles are supposed to be. I always pictured them as a pair of binoculars on its side for some reason. Anyway, most of the enemies like Wart and this rhino in a football uniform, they all charge after you, so hiding in boxes works pretty well in this level. Okay, here we go. Time to fight the boss. It's gotta be Fat Cat, right? What the fuck is this? The main boss isn't Fat Cat? Is this blue cheesy cat in a tuxedo firing peanuts at you instead? Well, something's up here. Something definitely smells fishy. Beating this guy seems like a pain in the ass at first. First of all, you gotta avoid those spikes sticking out, so you can't run around or anything. The cat stays in one spot and fires either straight down or diagonally to either side, depending on where you're closest. He never moves, so throwing straight from underneath is the only way to kill him. But all these damn peanuts keep coming down. Well, if you cheat to the left side, I'll throw a few peanuts in a row to that side, which will give you just enough time to get under him and fire that ball up. Then just repeat the process until you finish him off. And now you get a cutscene. You rescue Gadget and give her flowers. So that's what all those flowers were for. Wait a minute. First of all, when you save someone from kidnapping, what kind of message does it send to them when you bring them flowers? Oh, while I was on my way to save your life, I figured I'd stop at the florist and pick these up for you. Hope you like them. And secondly, what's with these graphics? Why does Gadget look homeless? Those clothes aren't even close to what she wears. And I know Gadget is taller than Chip and Dale, but why does Dale look like a little kid by comparison? Is she his mom? And why is her hair red? They did such a great job with the graphics and all the other cutscenes. Why did they fuck this one up? Well, anyway, Gadget informs you that Fat Cat escaped. But no worries, she hooks you up with a rocket ship to chase after him. So you travel way the fuck out in space, discover that the moon is really just a big slice of cheese, and come all the way back down to Earth. Well, looks like there's 3 more levels. This isn't anything new. Other Capcom games like DuckTales and most Mega Man games add an unexpected level or 2. So Zone H is next, and here we're in the sewer. Now, why do you still collect flowers? You already rescued Gadget. Well, if you want to get the flowers that are up there on those pipes, you need to bring this gray box over here to give you a boost to get up there. When you're climbing up, be sure to take out the crabs as soon as you possibly can. They spit out these bubbles that fire out in several directions, so you don't want to get caught. A lot of old enemies come back in this stage, like the flying squirrels, the alien clone guys, and the weird orange bears that send themselves flying. There's no boss, so let's get to Zone I. Okay, it's a coffee shop. You must be closing in on Fat Cat's hideout now. Everyone knows he sets up shop near cafes. These ducks are freaking frustrating because they always catch your boxes and throw them back at you. To kill him, you've got to hit him in the kneecaps, or squat and throw when he's level with you. These fans also suck. All they're really doing is delaying your progress, since you can't shut them off. You've just got to keep running until you eventually get to it. But be careful when it's facing the other way. It'll blow you in the direction of the thumbtacks, so time your jumps right. The boss of this level is the centipede. He won't attack you until you hit him. When you do hit him, he breaks off into pieces and scatters down towards you. Get between the 2 outer pieces and keep firing. Don't stay directly under him until he's back in form, otherwise you'll get hit. So now it's time for the last level of the game for real this time. Zone J is Fat Cat's headquarters. Who would have guessed that he would be hiding out in the cat food factory the whole time? Which on the show is actually in the same building as the casino, so why do you have to fly out into space to get there when you were really there the whole time? The weasels that fire the suction cups take 2 hits, so carry a box around at all times to hide it. These axes will swing back and forth while you're trying to maintain your footing on the conveyor belt. Wait for the axe to come down on the other side, leap onto the platform, then quickly jump over it. And be sure to jump high so it doesn't hit you on its way back. This part sucks. You gotta contend with a weasel, wart, and then another weasel on this extremely narrow tunnel on a conveyor belt. And now the final showdown with Fat Cat. He attacks by flicking ashes at you, rather than using his claws like a real cat would against the chipmunk. But I guess Fat Cat is too classy for such lowbrow tactics. He fires 5 ashes at a time that's spread out, so get in between 2 lines of fire from either side of the center and fire straight up. Try not to move around too much, because he'll change the direction of his shots. Repeat until he's finished, and you finish playing the game. So, after that you get this little cutscene with some dialogue from the Rescue Rangers to conclude the game with a so-so ending. Overall, this is a fun game that you'll want to play several times after beating it. It doesn't get old or tiresome. There's no cheap underhanded tricks that you have to bust your balls to figure out. It's very straightforward. The game was successful enough to spawn a sequel, Rescue Rangers 2. I might make a video on that one too someday, but we'll see. So until next time.